Today, we are going to go over 10 figures from Jujutsu Kaisen that Tamashii Nations needs to make in the SH Figure Arts line. Here we go. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil 19 here, and today in this video we're going to go over or discuss 10 SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen figures that needs to get made into the line that are requested a lot by collectors, and this is information I gathered from like Tamashii Nation's Instagram page and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do an order of 10. I'm going to do a quick honorable mention because it is something that needs to be made. And I don't think the Jujutsu Kaisen line is dead at all. I think it's actually starting to blow up bigger than it was before, all because of season 2. So I definitely don't think the line is dying. They just haven't made any new announcements yet, but they do have a lot of stuff planned for 2024, and I feel like we will get a few announcements very soon. So without further ado, let's get into this list and start off with that honorable mention. So this is a figure that technically already released, but it's one of the characters that's more higher in price on the secondary market, and that is Itadori, or Yuchi. They need to do a reissue of him, which I'm pretty sure they will since he is the main character of the series. So I just wanted to throw that in there because a lot of people are requesting reissues of Itadori. Now we're going to get into the listeroo here and start it off with number 10. And coming in at number 10 is Jogo. This I seen a bunch of people put down that they want made, not as much as the other characters that we will get into, but a lot of people just requested more villains in general, and Jogo was a pretty good villain of the series, so would definitely be a smart move for them to make them, and it would be a pretty cool looking figure. Now, moving on to number 9 here, this is another character I do see people put down, plus, I mean, who doesn't love this character? And that's Panda. I mean, you gotta make him at some point. With, like, the girth of him and how wide he is, and he's a damn bear, it's not going to be like the most articulated figure, but they could still work in some decent articulation with him. I mean, they could give him like those interchangeable hands, or is it arms? I think it's just hands, where he goes into like his gorilla mode, and then we could have that alternate face when he's in that mode as well. So, would be pretty cool to see Panda soon in this line. But now let's head over to number 8. This was one of my favorite villains, not my favorite, but one of them I liked more out of the others, and that is Haname. And this was just she, I think it's a he, I don't know. But this character was really great and has such a unique look and would look so dope in this line as a figure, you know what I mean? But a lot of people do request this character, which I've seen this name get thrown around more than Panda and Jogo. Now we are going to head over to number 7. This is another one of my personal favorites, but it's a name I've seen a lot thrown around on their Instagram and such. Instagram. So that is Maki. And this figure needs to get made. Maki is such a great character and a huge fan favorite. This is a figure people want in the line. Maki, she would come with such dope weapons too. Just think of how awesome of a figure Maki would be, just accessory wise with the weapons, the cursed weapons and everything. She would just be awesome. And she's been in the series since season 1, the movie, and season 2. She is a big character. So this is a figure that definitely needs to get made. So now we're going to head on to number 6, and this is a more recent character that we literally just saw at the end of season 2, and that is Yuta, an updated version of him. Yeah, we got the Zero movie version of him, but he looks a bit different at the end of season 2. He looks a bit more matured and more badass. Plus, what they could also do with making another Yuta, because they pretty much have the body mold and everything, they just need to redo the hair pretty much, and maybe the faces. I don't know. The faces might be fine, but they could add Rika. Now, this I wouldn't mind if it was more statue-like, or even if they just gave her articulated arms and a jaw. That would be pretty damn awesome. So it would just be minor articulation, but really good articulation that would work well with a Rika. So they could definitely do a set like that. I mean, if they're going to give us a Griffith figure with a statue horse, why can't you give us an updated Yuta with Rika, with a little bit of articulation in the arms and the jaw? I wouldn't even care if her head didn't move, but that would be such a dope set. Even if they don't include Rika, just an updated version of Yuta would be so awesome because he looks so much more badass in season 2 compared to the movie Zero. And Yuta, I've seen thrown around so much with people requesting a Rika be included with him to make it as a set, which I completely agree with 100%. Now we're going to move in to our top 5. And keep in mind, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, this will just be characters we have seen in the anime. So I'm not naming characters in the manga, which I'm on like chapter 163 or something like that. So there is more characters, a lot more characters being introduced. So I'm just going by the anime because Tamashii Nations usually just makes characters from the anime unless it's like Dragon Ball or Naruto or something like that. So keep that in mind as well. So moving into the top 5 here and coming in at number 5. This is also one of my favorite characters, but a name I saw requested a lot, and that is Inumake, aka Salmon. So I know we are getting a Figma version, and some people do like some of the Figma ones a little more compared to Figure Arts, or they do have characters that we haven't gotten in the SH Figure Arts line. But in SH Figure Arts, Inumake would be so awesome. He's such a cool, chill character, and also pretty badass. So definitely would be a very smart move to make him very, very soon in the line. Plus, just like with Maki and Panda, he's been there since the beginning. So, coming in at number 4, this is probably one of the most requested villains, which I completely agree with 100%, and I know Starblast agrees with it as well. A Mojito. We need a Mojito. He was, besides Kenjaku, aka the knockoff version of Gato, Mojito was pretty much the main villain from like season 1 and pretty much in season 2, so you would have to make him. Stitchface is what Gojo called him. I think I was calling him Scarface or something like that, but a Mojito is a character needed pretty badly in the line if you want to get some more villains in there, because we do have Gato from the movie Zero, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Kenchaku version of Gato at some point, but I mean, all they have to do is put stitches on his forehead. That's it. But a Mojito he's probably the one main villain of the series I've seen his name up there the most, and that's why he's at number 4. So coming in with the top 3 here at number 3 is a humongous fan favorite, including one of my favorites as well, and that is Naname. Yeah, we have a Figma one, which I have currently on the way shipping to me, but we need an SH Figure Arts one. They gotta make Naname, especially after season 2. You gotta make them. If they announced him next, I'm sure most collectors would be super happy with it, but every single SH Figure Arts Jujutsu Kaisen collector will be happy if they announce the number 1 spot here. But we're talking about Naname right now. He's probably one of the better characters in the series, and he is like a huge fan favorite, so it would be a really dumb move if he isn't one of the next releases that they announce. So they definitely have to make a Naname. Now, between him and number 2, I wasn't too sure who to put in what spot, but I feel like number 2, people are requesting the hell out of this guy, and he's one I'm also requesting the hell out of a lot too. And if you're all caught up with anime, you probably know who it's going to be, and that is Chozo. Chozo has become such a huge fan favorite, and I see people requesting an SH Figure Arts Chozo almost every other comment. People want Chozo made into the line. His clothing is gonna suck because he's got like the really baggy long sleeves, so it's gonna be like Gato but much longer. But they made it work really well with Gato, so they definitely can make it work with Chozo, and just his curse technique will have such cool accessories, man. Just think of the accessories he would be included with his curse technique with the blood manipulation. That is gonna look so awesome. So Chozo needs to definitely be one of their next releases, but hands down, their next release needs to be this guy. Not only do I see pretty much everyone comment his name on their Jujutsu Kaisen figure arts posts, but I also see his name in other posts, like when they post about like Minato, or when they're showing like a new Dragon Ball figure, or any other line, One Piece. You see this character's name even in those comments. So if he's not the next figure to be made, especially with the next two figures that are dropping this month and next month, which is the flashback versions of Gojo and Geto, if they don't make this guy, I don't know who is running things over there. Toji. They have to make Toji the next figure in this line. This character would sell out so quickly with how much he is being requested. It is insane how much Toji is being requested, and I completely agree 100% with all you other collectors requesting Toji. He needs to be made. He needs to be the next figure announced, and they need to reveal it very soon or there's gonna be riots, and I don't think Tamashii Nations wants that, but Toji's such a dope character in that whole flashback arc, and even when he returned, like in the middle of season 2, they can give him a bunch of his regular faces, then they could give him the one face when he was kind of brought back to life with the black eyes. So and he could have that little worm curse around him that holds his curse weapons. But think of all the dope swords he'd be included with, especially that short one that he used to pretty much beat Gojo the first time. This figure would be so damn awesome. And the way they're doing the baggy pants with Geto and then the flashback Geto, they're really doing a great job with that. So it would look dope with Toji. Toji would just be such a great awesome figure, and they got to make it so that worm curse that holds worm curse that holds his weapons can be removable and added on and articulated so you can put it around his body whichever way you'd like. So these top 3 figures that I said are need to be made, Toji, Chozo, and Naname, they really need to be the next figures announced because they made pretty much all the other main figures that people want, but these are the top 3 figures that desperately need to be made into this line next. And I'm pretty sure they're working on a Toji already with all the requests. I mean, it makes sense because if you're doing the flashback Gojo and Geto, it just makes sense to make them. So people requesting him, I don't think we'll be waiting too much longer to see the reveal and announcement of Toji, but the question is, who will they make after him? I feel like it's either got to be Naname or Chozo, or even Mojito, or Inumake. One of those 4 need to be after Toji, 100%. But yeah, out of all the comments I've seen, these are the most requested characters that people want in the SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen line, and I definitely agree with it. They need to make all 10 of these characters plus a reissue or re-release of Itadori. The line also on the secondary market have jumped up drastically in prices. Like a lot of the characters are close to double the price or more, like the original Gojo, Itadori, and the other ones are still around retail, but they're starting to sell a lot more. So I don't think this line is dead at all. I think they were just maybe cooking and just waiting till season 2 wrapped up to see what characters people are requesting the most, you know? So don't worry. I know we're going to get some announcements very soon with the next reveals in this line. But anyway, that is the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments your top 5 or top 10 most wanted Jujutsu Kaisen SH Figuarts figures. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later!
Whoa! Yeah!
We shall start with revenge.
I am the knight. Gonna change the future.